I'm gonna give y'all a few minutes to see if any ladies pop up. They got anything to say about Alice Clary, mother parenting. What's up, ladies? Any ladies got anything to say about this? Michelle, can you put your camera on or you don't want to?
So hi, happy Easter to you. I just
Happy
wanted
Easter
to
to you.
I just want to quickly say I've been following this case. I've been to some of the court. I've been to both trials, and I am just very, 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 very disturbed by this woman's actions. My mother had me when she was 16. So I basically grew up with a very young mother. I would never dream of talking to my mother about my sexual encounters and my mother grooming me for how to do it, when to make the move. And for that judge to, if that's what happened, if it was not allowed into court, I believe this was very, very incriminating. And I don't know why the government or the judge would leave this off, because she was a very big part of the case. I hear other people saying, yeah, it was other uh, women up there, but she was the only one that claimed to be underage. I don't think that was the route they took with Geronda. I don't think, but this was a very big part, and this is what got him with the Mann Act and the RICO. And for them to have sent this lady has, I listened to you yesterday and today, and for this lady to have done all of this for as long as she did, how could she not be responsible for that? And then people want to say, well, he still has to pay for this and he's still at fault. No, he's not. He thought this girl was 18 years old. She even said she couldn't go to the concerts. So no, as a mother of a daughter, I have one girl, a mother of a female, there is no way we could excuse this lady's behavior. It's no way in the world we can excuse this. She's a bad mother. She's a bad wife, because if she didn't want her husband, she should have left and lived her life the way she wanted to and not live her life through her daughter. So I just want to come on as a parent, just as a parent of a female, just to say it's no excuse for this choke. It is no excuse. This man got 30 years behind this. We're not talking 3. We're talking 30 years. His health is failing. I can't imagine what he's going through in jail. I cannot imagine. And then we learned this. This is ridiculous. It's sad.
Thank you. Stick around just in case somebody want to say something to you. Hold on. I'm gonna go to Chanel next.
Choke, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, sister? Happy
I'm
Easter
doing fine.
to you.
And happy Easter to you too. Well, I'm coming from a different point of view. And I really do think the mother is dead wrong. But my thinking is, where did she come from? I know they said that her mom died earlier. Was somebody pimping her out for her to know how to do all of this with her daughter? I mean, that's the way I'm thinking, because I can't pass judgment on nobody. But when I say wrong, she's dead wrong. But she was dead wrong for that. I do also do think that R. Kelly should have got some time, not that much time. So that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you. Stick around. Hold on. Maya,
Hi.
how you
I
doing,
could
Maya?
agree. How you doing, Maya? All right. I could agree with Michelle and Chanel. I think this whole total setup just messed this man career up, and hopefully they can do something to get his career back in line and show some kind of respect. This man then went through so much, and I don't feel it's just Alice need to be go to jail. I think they all need to go to jail. Every last one of them, from grown little boy on down to to the mama on up to even him, because they all turned that narrative around and made it seem like it was just so, this man did so much, and come to find out all this was a plan from the beginning, and they all stuck with it. And that grown little boy, I really believe he's just only just trying to cover his own ass to where he don't get in no trouble, and that's the whole thing. Thank you.
All right, I got you. Right, hold on. Shanine,
Can,
Dawson.
can you hear me? I don't know why I wasn't connecting on my Bluetooth. Yeah, so this was very disturbing to me, especially being a parent and someone who worked with students with after school and tutoring for inner city youth. See, this is the problem in the education system now. I'm in Texas, and I'm sorry about my dog bark. We're fighting the same issue with these parents not being responsible. First of all, she talking to her daughter like that's her friend. That's the problem. Number two, let's be honest, the reason they came after R. Kelly was because of what was going on with Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey. Me and my friend Shaq, and shout out to him for sending me this link. That's what we talk about all the time, how they come after all black heterosexual men. R. Kelly been doing this since the 90s. I'm not saying this is right as to what he was doing, but that was the smoke screen to not show so much sign on Kevin Spacey and Harvey Weinstein. So that was definitely a big issue. But number two, when I saw that documentary, see, this is what's wrong in our community. They keep using us. I'm talking about our cultural people to advance what they need to do or cover up. They keep using our culture. So when I saw that documentary, I stopped watching it. First of all, it wasn't true. Why isn't R. Kelly staff locked up? Why isn't these parents locked up, right? For condoning this type of behavior. If you want your child to learn to sing, act, and model, do like I did with my son. I put him with an acting, modeling, and singing company. You pimping your daughter out at a concert for a grown man, and they not in jail, but R. Kelly is. This ain't fair, and we gotta stop letting these liberals, these feminist groups, this L through trans mess using our culture just for the plight and advancement of them, and then we left with nothing. And like just like R. Kelly, he in jail. This girl now she gonna grow up to be alive, pimp herself out on OnlyFans. I'm gonna leave that alone because I'm just tired of the thought and thug culture. We just got to do better as a culture. Thank you, brother, for bringing this to the light.
You're welcome, sister. I appreciate that, and happy Easter to you too. Shanna speaks.
Hey, Choke. Hey, panel. Hey, chat. Happy Easter to all you guys. I'm still. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can.
We can hear you. Yeah, go ahead, talk.
Okay. Thank you for bringing this to the light, Choke, on your channel and spreading the word about it, because the mother in this situation, and I'm just going to be honest and give my honest opinion. Like, I agree with all the other ladies, what they said. She pimped out her daughter. And with you reading those text messages, I could feel your emotion because I'm hurt. I have a daughter around that age, and I can imagine even talking to my daughter about sexual things or coaching her to do certain things with a man, especially a grown man. And I was saying in your chat earlier, Azriel had already tried to hurt herself. She was going through some childhood trauma, and these parents didn't even look into what she was going through mentally before they put their daughter through this situation. So it's a very touchy subject. They set this man up, and I believe everybody that is involved should be accountable for their actions in this. With grown little boy, I don't know how he's trying to save face and say that he's going to help R. Kelly get out when he was the main one making sure R. Kelly was in jail. His whole team was sending in paperwork to the feds and all that. So how can you turn around and say you're gonna help free this man? That's not from God. Like, yes, God might be working with his conscience on what he did, but he have done so many demonic things out here. How can you sit here and tell the people that you're going to help get R. Kelly free? I think it's a game that he's trying to play with people's minds. And I want to share a little experience about these parents when it came down to my daughter. I'm very familiar with this case. I'm very familiar with Angelo and his team. They was trying to pimp my daughter out when they heard my story. I'm a survivor. I reached out to Angelo team that was supposed to be helping victims, and they tried to use my situation and pimp out my situation and say my daughter was messing with an older man. It was so many different storylines about my daughter where I don't understand how these people are helping victims, and they were coming after me, adding a storyline to my daughter. It was all over the YouTube streets until I found out who Angelo was, until I found out who Grown Up Boy and his team was, and realized that they wasn't helping victims. And when I start standing up, like, hey, you guys are not doing what you say you were doing, they start coming after me even more. You know, so I just want to say,
your daughter wasn't a victim.
I never said she was. Excuse me, I'm talking to Choke. See, that's one of the ones that follows the situation. My daughter was around Azriel's age, and they tried to use her storyline to fit Azriel's storyline until I woke up and said, no, my daughter ain't no victim. I'm the survivor of this situation. But it's a whole nother storyline to that. I just want to say thank you for bringing this out. These parents is dead ass wrong what they did to their daughter. I don't want to make your panel a shit show because they follow me everywhere I go, but they supposed to be fighting for victims.
Hey, Cho, can I say something?
Wait, hold on. Who's that?
Chanel.
Go ahead.
Well, what I want to say is that I started following Larry on Instagram. Now, I don't know what the lady is talking about, but I know this. I know that Larry is pretty fair. And a lot of things we did not know. We knew about the text messages, but we didn't know what were in the text messages. We're finding out just like you are, what's inside of them. They did say there was some text messages, but far as Larry goes, that he did something, I don't think so. Larry was helping Azriel's dad. Larry went on what Azriel's dad told him. And you can only go on what a person tells you. And if somebody is telling you something and not telling you the misinformation, you can't do nothing about the misinformation that you do not know. And that's all I wanted to say.
Appointments only.
I feel these parents are 100% responsible, but R. Kelly should be free. Can you hear me? Should be free.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, the facts of the case of what they're doing and what they did are there, but people have to not be bamboozled. Azriel was a participant. Her mother was a participant. Her father was a participant. So there's so much more to the story that the courts and the prosecutors didn't even put out to just prosecute R. Kelly. Her mother could have came from the era of teenage girls messing with older guys. So sending her daughter to an R. Kelly concert, it's like sending her sister to an R. Kelly concert.
All right, hold on. Sugar Shay.
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you guys, sister.
It's just the whole. It's just crazy. It's like you can just see what went on. You can. I mean, it'd be like people just be trying to. They just act like they don't see it for what it is. Good game recognize all games. them parents knew what was going on. They knew what their agendas was. You know, they knew exactly what they was doing. Yeah, R. Kelly grown, but everybody can see that man's mindset. He was all the way around the board. To me, all of his bullshit. All of it. Bullshit. That's it. I agree with the woman appointment only who just was talking. Some things she said. It's all bullshit.
All right, y'all. Tez, I'm gonna bring you on, but I don't want you to address Shanna Speaks. I don't care about Larry and all that other stuff. I'm asking you to come on to talk about Alice Clary. I don't care about none of that other stuff. I kicked you out because y'all don't come on here and have y'all personal beefs. So I'm gonna bring you on so you can speak, but I don't want you to address what nobody's saying. I'm asking you as a woman, do you co-sign what Alice Clary did? That's what we're here for. You can take it off mute, Tiz.
No, I do not co-sign for what Alice Clary has done. I've been calling them out when her father hopped on your live and did an interview with you. He told like two different stories about what happened that night. And so I see a lot of people thinking, oh, the father wasn't there. He didn't know. He knew everything, as he said on your interview. I got the iCloud. I seen all the messages. Y'all don't know nothing about iPhones. I still got the text messages. So her father knew everything. The parent, Alice, knew everything. And Azriel also, just following the lead of what her parents is telling her to do. She was a child. I feel like Alice is a sorry bitch. Oh, excuse my language. But she's trifling. She don't know how to raise no kid. Yes, there's no handbook on how to raise a kid, but there's common sense. You don't talk to your daughter like that's your best friend. That's your homegirl that you grew up with. This is somebody that you're raising. And look where she ended up. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay, hold on a second. I appreciate all you ladies. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna start with Michelle. Michelle, give some advice to the young ladies that's watching that could be manipulated by older women and put in this situation. I mean, that's for all y'all. I'm just gonna go around to each one of y'all first. So think about what I'm saying. What advice do y'all give to these young ladies if they getting this type of advice from their mother? What do you say?
Well, what I would say is I come from a background of law. You always have to follow law. Being honest and following law is always the best course of action. There's no way if he really abused her, I believe this would have took place with just her. We wouldn't have had to have the Savages and the Santi and all of the Kim Foxes in the Lifetime. We wouldn't have had to have that. If my daughter had came to me at 16, 17.
Your audio went out. I'm gonna come back. Chanel.
Okay. One thing I have to say is that we as a people, we need to get back to our roots. We need to go back to taking our children to church, going back. Not all of us, some of us need to go back and be parents again. Because it was a time when we had parents, all our parents had to do was look at us, and that was enough right then and there. So when you go back and if you're raised with your roots far as God go, you can be able to discern a little bit. Because everything, all that gold and glitter, I think as we have found out, it won't cook up what it was to be. But I can still say she was a child. And I want to say this. I do think R. Kelly should be in jail. Do I think they should have gave him 30 years? Maybe not, but he should be there. Do I think the mother was wrong? Yes, she was. So that's all I have to say. And hey, Tears. All right, that's it.
Hey, Chanel.
Shanna, go ahead.
I just want to say to the young women that's watching, um, make sure that you take care of yourself when it comes down to mental status and things like that. Make sure you have an open relationship with your parents. Unfortunately, this mother was not a role model to her daughter, and this just shows us how our generations, from generations on down, is passed on different cycles. I like another lady had said on the panel, we're not for sure what Alice's background was, but she was wrong for what she did to her child. I don't encourage anyone to solicit their daughter. I don't encourage you to promote your daughter to be having sex with men. It's wrong in so many levels for the mother and the father. I feel like we need to learn how to have more open communication with our children, even our adult children, because you never know what they're going through. And that's pretty much all I have to say. I think that mother was totally wrong. I think she's totally wrong. And I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to hit your panel.
Thanks. Come back anytime. Come back anytime. But I appreciate the words. All
No
right.
problem.
All right. Hold on. Appointments.
Yes. So what I like to just say is the Polk County Sheriff, he said it best. Any person that's over 18 years old that wants to hang with a minor should be checked. Young ladies should check their discernment, and that should be taught from their parents. But any adults that's wanting to have these relationships with young children under the age of 18 should be checked. And young girls, you should question that. Why does this person want to befriend me and I am a child? That should be taught early on as well with stranger danger. What does this person want from me? What do I have to offer them? And if it's not beneficial, how children relationships are, then parents and others watching should step in.
Okay. And now, just to put a spin on this, what about the girls that are 15, 16, 17, and knowingly date older men because the boyfriends that are 15, 16, 17 can't give them a lifestyle that they want. They can't buy them stuff. They can't take them on trips. They can't take them out to eat, whatever. What about those young women that aim to get older men for that reason?
Yes, so to those girls who are young ladies in their early 15, 16 teens, and they desire these luxury items, luxury trips, these BBLs, anything that comes fast and you're young and you want it fast, it won't last. So stay in a child's place is the best way I could say that to them. And the ones who get it that hear this, they will get it. And the ones who don't will continue to be in that lifestyle and see the results from people like Azriel Clary and Alice and other individuals that have gone down this route. I don't want to say, the Black Chinas and things like that, but if you see what has happened over a 10-year span for these women, it's not very profitable. It's not very happy. A lot of them come out and say they're very sad, depressed, and then they need a change of lifestyle. But in the beginning, when people were there and you were a child and they were trying to instill that this lifestyle and these things that they saw were not going in the best way for you, you should have paid attention. And we would just want the best for anyone that's listening to this today.
All right, I appreciate that. Come back anytime. Please do. Enjoy your Easter.
Thank you. You too as well.
Okay, Tiz, can you touch on both of those?
For the girls that go after the older guys, because the younger guys, they don't have the money. Is that was one of them? I would just say to them you need to love yourself Don't go chasing after no man. He's gonna just use you and fuck you. And when he's done with you, he's gonna just throw you to the side. It's just a waste of time. You gotta love on yourself. A man can point out when you are insecure and you don't love yourself. You're gonna end up chasing a man and end up with a disease you can't get rid of. Chasing luxury, fame, and fortune. A lot of these celebrities got diseases they can't get rid of. Why are you chasing that? You're gonna end up alone with nothing. Azriel had a beautiful voice. She still has a beautiful voice. She could have been, she could have been on Beyonce's level with the voice that she has, but her parents decided to just push her off with a predator and ruin her whole life. They owe their daughter apology. They owe the whole world apology for coming out lying, straight up lying to the world. They had us supporting them with their lies. And then when we point out their lies, we get attacked.
Now, yeah, because of course you're gonna get attacked by a liar because they don't want the truth to come out.
I seen you getting attacked by him when you was doing your live interview and you came back and just to recollect on what the interview was. He's calling you and attacking you.
Yeah, I know, but that's the hit dog being hollered, so I didn't mind. You know what I'm saying?
That's all.
Now that we in a new era with this whole LGBTQ plus community, I'm not saying because I don't know you, so I don't know you to be saying this. But what do you say? Because now there's older women that manipulate younger girls and into same-sex relationships, and these girls may not even have been with a woman before, but they are now. You got these women with money that are trying to entice girls to be with them, young girls to be with them the same way as you would say the guys were, but now you got the women doing that to the young girls and turning them out. Can you speak on that?
No, I say stay true to yourself and you can go make your own money. What you need some money from somebody that you don't even want to have sexual relationships with. You are turning yourself into someone that's probably gay or bisexual and you're not even happy. Life is all about happiness. Why are you doing something that's not even making yourself happy? Go get a job and get your own money up. Like that stuff right there is weird to me. And that comes from parenting. That comes from somebody raising their kid. Oh, you're gonna grow up and get you a celebrity. So they don't feel like they gotta get a job. They always gotta live off of somebody else. Because they wasn't taught how to get their own money. They wasn't taught how to work. That's why a lot of these young girls out here selling their bodies now because they don't have no know-how.
Well, yeah, and you got the thing too where you got the girls that's so pretty that guys always throwing money. She online at the supermarket. She look good. Oh, yo, I'm gonna pay for her groceries. Oh, yo, I got that drink. That's enough. And then you got certain women. They get accustomed to this lifestyle that they always get stuff for free off of their looks, and then they feel like they ain't got to work.
Exactly. And then when reality finally set in, they might end up on the street. You might see them a few years later. They probably some crackheads because they don't know how to deal with life. They stuck.
I appreciate your input. I appreciate your passion as well. Please come back. Please come back. You want to end off with anything?
I mean, I just want to say myself because I see a lot of people up here lying about Larry. Larry was a good guy and he was just trying to help Angelo get his daughter back. He did not know that he was being lied to and manipulated by this terrible ass parent. Then you have people coming up here, oh, we're supposed to be helping victims. No, we are not an organization to help out victims. We only came out here to support them because they're being attacked online. And that stuff with Sheena and Angelo, that wasn't between us. Angelo told us some stuff about her that he wasn't even supposed to tell us. It's just a lot of snakes shit going on, and people are easily manipulated. She is one of them. He exploited her and her daughter. You know, her daughter wasn't even a victim. She came out lying, saying my daughter's a victim and I need help. They tried to help the girl, and come to find out her daughter wasn't a victim. But Angelo ran with the lie. He kept the lie going. Brought her over here. Just started a whole lot of drama for no reason. It's just ridiculous.
They got to keep the lie going.
You gotta
understand what they started, so they got to make all these people come out and look like, this is how R. Kelly got in jail. Because look at the beginning where Alice was doing. She manipulated R. Kelly. He thought he was talking to the mother from the very beginning. So everything that comes after that is all the manipulation, that the surviving R. Kelly and all that other stuff. All that girl was never a victim. Her mother let her go. Her father let her go. They fucking wrote a letter and let her go.
It was never about her career. If it was about her career, she would have said, this is Azriel's mama. My daughter is 17 years old, blah, blah, blah. It wouldn't have been, this is Azriel, I'm 18 years old. And all being seductive with him and stuff. That's not business.
Exactly. All right, thank you. Hold on, let me get Wanda word real quick. Go ahead, Wanda.
Hi, Choke. How are you doing?
I'm great. Go ahead.
I have a problem with the word predator, and I also have a problem with anyone that's feeling, I hear R. Kelly should do some time. Even if we don't agree with his lifestyle, per the law, even if Azriel was 17, she was of age. She was of consenting age. There was no crime committed. He didn't even have sexual intercourse with her, from my understanding, until she was 18, which makes her legal. And I think also it has been outlined by therapists that he's not a rapist and he's not a predator. So I don't understand where the concept of people are saying he's a predator. Where are they getting that from? Are we going back to Aaliyah again? Because again, Aaliyah is not on trial, and I think they need to let Aaliyah rest. Are we going back to the video of what was said was a teen that came back and said, now that's me, which originally she said that it wasn't, but we've also heard that that could have very well been an adult in that video? So again, where does it come into play that he's a predator and he needs to be in jail? Can anybody answer that question? Because Jocelyn was of age, Azriel was of age, and all the rest of those women was of age. So where do the predator come into play at?
The predator come into play at for people just going off the past of the Aaliyah, the video, like you said. So that stigma has followed him up into the future, but he was already smart enough to learn from his past and going to court in 2008 and beating that. Yo, I'm not putting myself in that position no more. So all the way up into this time, we have not seen no R. Kelly or had no rumors of R. Kelly with no underage girls or nothing like that.
Right.
The last one that we heard was Azriel, and she was of consent age. She may have been young, but it wasn't illegal. So
it was not illegal.
What you saying is 100% correct, sister.
It was not illegal. And there's men and women all over this world that has one partners, two partners, three. Some of them just probably got up and visited one or the other this morning on Easter. Who are we to tell who they can lay up with and who they can have relationships with. I believe at some point R. Kelly may have been steered wrong younger, but I believe he started to change. And whom he chose to lay down with and who he choose to lay down with, as long as they are of consenting age, I don't have a problem with it. As long as he ain't, I have not heard anybody said that he abused them. I have not heard anybody said he put a gun out on him, he beat him. Only one woman gave him children, one out of all these women, and that was his wife. So there was some responsibility in there that he played. And I believe the only person that's getting played in this is R. Kelly. That's my only comment. I just have a problem with Predator and women that feel like he needs to be doing time. Time for what? Tell me what he should be doing time for that you have proof of. That's all I have to say, Choke. And thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I agree with you, sister.
Thank you.
All right. Nancy, what you got to say? Nancy, hit the mute button.
Yes, can you can you hear me? I also want to bring out to I read it. Can you hear me?
Your reception is kind of bad.
Okay. Now.
Can you hear me? All right. She can try to come back. Yeah, man. This is like, and I ain't even done with these text messages. Like, yo, this is crazy, y'all. This is so crazy, man. This is so crazy. But I'm gonna take a break and I'm gonna come back later. All right. This is crazy, y'all. And if any of y'all women want to come back on later, I will open the panel again. Thank you, all my sisters that came on and show us that we got positive Black, Latino, Asian, whatever you are, sisters out here that would never do this to their children. I thank you, sisters, for coming up here and speaking your piece. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you all. All right. Choke no joke, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and look for them notifications. I'll be back later, all right? Peace and love.
Hold on. No autographs right now. I got something to handle right here. No disrespect.
Beat on the drums.
Choke, no joke on the mic. Life with success. Is this what it is? Let's go. Life with success. Is this what it is? Paparazzi running around flashing your kids, trying to catch them with a gun or a cig, hoping that they fall in some type of addiction. Baby mama hitting you with numbers like addiction. Shit so high, it feel like she pimping. It's alright, bitch. Yeah, I'm tripping, but it's better than the fucking max I'm spitting. You can have every time before you see this Jimmy again. If life was a movie, you'd be going in the wind. And this flow ain't conceptualized off gin and tonic. But how ironic, you foul once a nigga went and got it poppin'. I guess that's why you pushed up when I was Milano hopping. Out at high school, fresh with jewels, looking successful as I do. I made you a star in the hood, kept you in leathers and bamboos. Fresh footwear, girl, I kept you good. Every color to match, your butter sauce, moved you to edge comb. From the concourse, left mom house living better off. Now you write that shit all off. Like taxes, make me wanna move your parts with chainsaw and axes. I need to roll up and get back to relaxing. Is this what it is? Life with success, huh? Is this what it is? Chicks you took care of, motherfuckers you looked out for. Everybody turn on your back, they motherfucking hand out. Is this what it is?
Life was success, sometimes it sucks. When people want something's when they call up.
Yeah.
People wanna hang, cause you got a new truck.
Let's go.
Now you hang with chicks that you dreamed you fuck.
Haters want you stuck, chicks trying to get knocked up. Cake in the oven and eat your cake up. Chick get your own and raise our stakes up. The more you get, yo, the shit get iller. So I might go from the glove one and turn to thriller. Saw dealers get extorted by Popo when they needed a filler. And the shit get realer. They wanna clap back, but sit back and be a griller. Or be on a manhunt like Larry Davis. That's on the realer. Success have a lot of dudes on painkillers. Or puffing that fuzzy like caterpillars. It ain't easy to deal with. Life is success, huh? Is this what it is? Life with success. Is this what it is? Thank you.